in a rural village called Waterloo. The village is picturesque, with farms, dirt roads, simple houses, and community life. Some villages are generous, while others, despite having abundance, are selfish. Doing's 45 years old, handsome, hardworking, humble, always trying to provide for his family. Mrs. Doing's 30 years old, beautiful, caring, resilient, helps with household chores and supports husband. Hawanatu, 15 years old, intelligent, caring, sometimes worried about her family's struggles. Umar, 10 years old, curious, mischievous, sometimes impatient, but has a good heart. Musa, 6 years old, innocent, cheerful, and naive, often asks questions about life. The sun rises over the village. Chickens cluck. Smoke rises from cooking fires. Doings wakes up before dawn, quietly wakes his children. Mrs. Doings prepares a small breakfast of rice and vegetables. The children help a little while chatting about school, peaceful yet hinting at underlying struggle. Doings wears worn-out clothes. Mrs. Doings's hair is tied neatly, but her hands show work fatigue. Doings walks through the village with a small basket, looking for odd jobs. He greets neighbors politely, but some brush him off. Generous neighbor gives him a small task for coins. Greedy neighbor refuses help. Mrs. Doings waves him goodbye with a hopeful smile. Determination in Doings. Quiet strength in Mrs. Doings. Children walk to school, interacting with other kids. Hawanatu carries a worn-out bag but keeps her head high. Umar plays with friends but worries about school fees. Musa picks fruits by the roadside, curious about everything. Shows contrast between children from rich and poor families. Innocence, subtle tension, Doings doing multiple small jobs, fixing fences, carrying water, helping in fields. He earns small amounts, sometimes insulted by employers. Shows his patience and perseverance, frustration mixed with hope. Doings returns home, carrying some groceries from a generous neighbor. He passes by a rich farm where the owner has plenty, but refuses to share. Children notice the difference and ask questions. Conflict between hope and disappointment. Shows importance of generosity versus selfishness. Evening at home. The family gathers for dinner. Mrs. Doings cooks a humble meal. Everyone shares stories from the day. Hawanatu worries about her little brother's health. Umar complains about school fees. Musa laughs at small things, bringing joy to the family. Love, warmth, resilience. A sudden storm hits, destroying part of their small vegetable garden. Doings tries to salvage crops, but loses some. Family worries about future food and money. Tension, anxiety, realism of rural life struggles. Family visits the village chief to ask for advice and support. Generous neighbors help. Greedy ones ignore. The chief advises patience, resourcefulness, and unity. Hope mingled with reality. Strength lies in community bonds and resilience. Doings manages to sell some vegetables and earns enough for school fees. Mrs. Doings celebrates by cooking a small extra meal. Children feel motivated. Hawanatu studies diligently. Umar helps Musa with lessons. Relief, small joy, hard-earned achievement. Family sits under the stars outside their home, talking and laughing. Doings and Mrs. Doings reflect on their hard day, but are grateful for each other. Children share dreams for the future, hope, resilience, unity. Moral lesson: life is hard, but perseverance, love, and generosity can help overcome struggles.